me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
45-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
To the 49.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
By Nigel Bradham.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Baltimore.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To Miles Boykin.
Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mike 48. Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Ravens.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
There's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 21, Ravens 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dobbins running out of the gun. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 15. Check 15. Attack, attack. 48 for Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
10 at the 13-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
On the carry for Baltimore.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
50 Cent. Hey, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Jump.
operating from the gun. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Jackson on 4th down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Jackson's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the Chiefs.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal.
At the goal line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Third and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
It's fourth down and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
57's the mic. Watch 57. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. 13. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And this is caught. They got it.
Successful.
And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
25. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check. Check. Hot. Under crunch. Rush in. No. Rush in. Under 10. Sunday. Tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Second and 20. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm